Do it do, YouTube. It is your favorite YouTube duo back with another reaction. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, was WrestleMania night double dose. I say double dose. That would be four technically. So tonight was
Oh dear God!
dose. God
It,
help us if
it,
it was night four. Um,
four
but
night Wrestle. It's like Wrestle Kingdom. It just keeps on going.
keeps going, going, and going. The fun don't stop. It's like you ever seen that movie? Have you ever seen that? It's like a short little clip on
Yeah,
Adult Swim. Too many cooks.
yeah.
You ever seen that one? Okay, it would be like that. Too many cooks. Too many cooks. Too many cooks. And it's just like the same opening every
Yeah.
time. Yeah, you get it. Um, so tonight was WrestleMania night 2.
Yeah.
I was there live once again. I was at my sister's house. I was able to watch on her big screen. So um, I should put this out. Shout out to my sister and my brother-in-law. So I actually called my brother-in-law earlier this afternoon. I'm like, hey man, I know you're not a wrestling fan at all by any means, but would it be cool if I came to your house this afternoon and I watched WrestleMania on your TV? He said, I don't care. Go right ahead. So, yeah. So he allowed me to watch TV on his, or he allowed me to watch on his big screen TV. So shout out to him for
Yeah.
that. Um, and so I was able to keep up with everything. My dad, he came over and he watched with me as well. So, and he was
So
able to see pretty much everything I saw. Uh, so,
yesterday my seats were behind a pole.
yeah,
This time I was able to see the ring. But as when we get to the second match, I'll tell you how that stopped happening for a while.
yeah, definitely. So WrestleMania 40 Night 2 took place at the same place that WrestleMania Night 1 took place uh, in Philadelphia at the Lincoln Financial Field. Um, as I pull up the result, there we go. So to kick off the show, we had Drew McIntyre beating Seth freaking Rollins by
Don't you
pinfall.
mean? Don't you mean Adam Rose? All those fucking rosebuds there.
Oh, so Trove, the funny thing about the entrance is when Seth came out, my dad had just gotten to my sister's house at that point. So I got to my sister's house a little early. I got to her house about 4 o'clock. WrestleMania didn't start until 5. So when I got to her house, she was like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm here to celebrate your birthday, sis." And she's like, "Not till 5." I'm like, "Well, nobody told me not to come here till 5." I asked mom if I should walk over here because she lives in my neighborhood. And I told her that mom said, go ahead. So I'm like, okay. So I walked over there. And then when I got there, it was like 4:25. So we still had a couple minutes. And so whatever. So uh, I got there and I was hanging out and blah, blah, blah. And uh, by the time that the first match had started, when Seth came out, my dad was there. My parents had gotten there finally. And my dad came and sat on the couch with me. We were both having a beer. And we watched. And as soon as Seth came out, with all those people, I started cracking up laughing at what my dad was going to say. My dad was like, I don't even have to say anything. You already know what I'm going to say. I was like, what is all of this? So, yeah, it's like a Mardi Gras. My dad's like, this should have happened in New Orleans.
Yeah, I didn't exactly get it. But I liked Drew's entrance though. That was a good entrance.
Facts. And by the way, this is water I'm drinking. So, um,
Drew had a very good because we were sitting behind the stage, we could see like them getting ready. So we
yeah,
looked down and we saw like the fucking big ass Mardi Gras people start piling in. We're like, what the fuck's going on?
we're like, wait, what's all those people doing there?
It must be Seth Rollins. So
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is just out on He's just Adam Rose now.
So great match here to open up the show. Me and my dad thought that Seth would be coming out licking his wounds from the night before, like just hobbling all over. He wasn't doing that at all.
No, apparently he only starts hurting when the match starts, so he can still do his little dance.
Right. I noticed that. I noticed he had his back taped up like that, but that was about it. Good match. Drew McIntyre wins. That headbutt that he gave Seth, boy, that looked like that would bust somebody open.
Yeah.
That looked brutal. And then immediately after this match, so Drew is celebrating. He's taunting CM Punk. And then Damian Priest comes out, cashes in Money in the Bank.
After CM Punk knocks Drew off the announce table and starts kicking his ass.
Yeah, and he takes off the thing off his arm and fuck this thing, and he takes that off and he beats up Drew, sends him in the ring, and Damian Priest sits him with the whatever he calls his finisher. I can't remember the
South of Heaven.
Yeah, South of Heaven. Hits him with it. 1, 2, 3. New world champion, and Damian Priest is world heavyweight champion.
Let me tell you, when Priest came out, everyone in my section was going fucking nuts. We were like, yes, oh my god. We went from saying you deserve it to Drew because he deserved it. He got fucked over by COVID.
Right.
So he deserved his big moment.
He technically got his moment, so we can move on.
He got his moment, then he was back to being a heel, and then he got fucked over. But now you see, this is good because people were confused by this. They're like, so is Drew going to feud with Priest now? It's like, no, they might have a match tomorrow night. They might have a match at some point for the world title just because Drew's going to be like, oh, I want my rematch. Drew Priest will be like, okay. But the rivalry is going to be Seth versus Priest because that's makes sense still.
Well, I guess Cody's going to go to SmackDown since Damien's on Raw.
Yeah.
So there we go.
They'll probably have a triple threat in Backlash.
Spoiler. See, you're drinking Coke. I'm drinking water. That's how different we are. Pepsi, don't sponsor your boys tonight, please.
Yeah, but it's good for Priest. I'm happy for Priest. He's good.
I love Damien. Awesome.
Look.
And,
I think the vast majority of people agree that if Priest did not cash in or at least attempt tonight, he'd be so fucking stupid. Like, come on.
Right.
Could you?
Shout out to Damian Priest. He cashed in successfully. He won. Judgment Day was up there to celebrate with him and blah, blah, blah. Then we go to the Pride taking on the Final Testament in a 6-man tag team Philadelphia street fight. Now, I'm going to be honest here because I was at my sister's house. Both my nephews started getting a little bit wild, so they wanted to play. So I couldn't pay too much attention to this one.
Don't worry. This is where the fun part starts for me.
So I saw that Bubba Ray was the referee, which was a cool little nod to ECW. I like that. That was cool. I even saw the headbutt into the groin. I made sure because they were setting up for the spot. And I'm like, hey, Alex, look. I told my nephew, I'm like, look. It's like, look what they're going to do. Look what they're going to do. They're going to headbutt. And he watched as it happened. Didn't care at all, but whatever.
Yes, but as you can see, I can't. And do you want to know why I can't see right now?
What?
Because did you notice during this match, and I think one of the other matches, we were chanting something?
We can't see you.
We can't.
How did Troy get to the hotel so quickly?
I'm magic. That's the answer.
Yeah, he's magic.
I'm very magic, Frank. But what's called? So I'm pretty sure we were heard at some point because it was on Twitter at one point.
I didn't hear anything, but I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd chants.
We mostly chanted it during the LA AJ match, but where we were sitting and where others were sitting, they decided to shine a big bright light right in our eyes.
Oh
So
no!
we couldn't see. We could barely see anything.
Like we can't see.
So like a few of the chances that we had was turn the light off. But my favorite one that made me really crack. You know the Oh Walk with Elias one.
Walk with Elias.
Like it was like Oh Walk with Elias. Oh
Oh,
Walk with.
turn the
But you
lights
know what?
off, please.
It was like oh turn the lights off. Oh turn the lights off.
That's the Central version.
It was. We also had like fuck the lights. Fuck the lights.
Fuck the lights. Fuck the lights.
Fuck the lights.
So you didn't get to see much of this one.
I
I
we
but
were
like
being blinded by those fucking lights.
I tried to pay attention to this one, but like I said, my nephews who are 4 and 7, so their attention span is very small.
You didn't miss much. It was just
Okay.
Carrying Cross is done. He's done as a character. He should be gone
I
from
know the
WWE.
girls got into it. One of the girls beat Fab,
Yeah.
put Scarlett through the table. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, Carrying Cross should just go to AEW. He'd probably actually AEW or TNA. He'd actually probably be better there.
God damn!
No, because he's not really in
Can we
WWE. He's really not doing much.
talk about real quick what AEW is going to do? Have you heard what they're going to do?
Yeah, they're gonna do the whole fucking CM Punk footage. It's gonna be like a fucking rift.
That's how you
They're
kill
not
a
gonna-
company 101.
They're not gonna show the actual footage.
Because why would you? Right? I mean,
I don't think they're legally allowed to.
I don't give a fuck about legality of situation, whatever.
They do.
Yeah, obviously they care too much. But yeah, so that's what's happening on AEW. They're gonna show the brawl out, whatever.
Yeah. But do you know what was next?
I do know what was next. It was LA Knight.
Yeah.
Beating AJ Styles. And at this point, because I was at my sister's house, at this point, I was watching, but not as closely because I was busy filling up my plate with food because we were eating dinner at this point. So I had some steak and some mashed potatoes. So I saw that LA Knight won with his finisher, which was cool to see. My
Did
dad
you hear AJ's theme?
Travis Tritt. What?
Did you hear AJ's new theme?
I did not, but my dad kept calling AJ Styles Travis Tritt.
Well, AJ Styles' new theme sucks. It's pretty bad. It's not good.
Let's see if I can see if I can hear it right now, real quick. I don't know if I will be able to. AJ Styles theme song 2024. Let's see. To date, no. Right. Okay.
Don't want none.
I'm listening right now. Hang on, folks. That was garbage.
It starts off with, you don't want none, partner.
One on, yeah. It doesn't.
He's like, I'm gonna be a heel now. You don't want none.
No, you don't want none. No. I'm sorry, my bad. They had Snoop Dogg at WrestleMania and Lil Wayne. And
yeah, they
like Chief Keef, right?
I don't know rappers.
I don't know rappers like that. I know Eminem, I know Snoop, I know Dre, I know Wayne, I know Drake, I know J. Cole. I know that's about it. And then the other YouTube rappers I listen, and the other rappers I listen to are basically from YouTube. So I'm gonna drop some names that nobody's ever heard, but should go check out because they're fucking awesome. But Crypt, Knox Hill, 6 Seconds, Screwface John. Go look at Go look them up. Clip Monstar. Go look them up. They're awesome. Anyway, continuing.
Yes, this match could best be described by me as the match that everyone started chanting about the lights.
Yeah, and then Logan Paul with I Show Speed, who I was able to call out, defeated Kevin Owens and Randy Orton by pinfall for the U.S. title.
Good match.
My nephew, so I was at my sister's house, and they were showing Randy Orton attacking the Prime guy, and they took the thing off and they showed I Show's face. And my older nephew, who's 7 years old, he goes, "Is that I Show Speed?" And I'm like, "Yes, that's I Show Speed, buddy." And he's like, "Oh, he got beat up by Randy Orton," and like Randy Orton RKO's him onto the table, and he goes, "Did he just die?" What do you say to a 7-year-old when they ask that question? I'm like, "No, he's still alive, bro. Don't worry, he's okay."
Did you see Kevin Owens' entrance?
I did not.
He was on a golf. He was on a golf cart, and then Randy came out, and they rode it down the
I did.
ramp.
You see the entrance. He was on the golf cart, and then Randy came out, and he's like, "Hey, come on up. Come on. I'll give you a ride down there."
Free ride. Do.
Gets on the cart, and yeah, I saw that. I did. That was great. Fantastic.
Good match.
Yeah, good match. Logan Paul held his own. He did a really good job. Did a very good job.
Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy to announce that I could see during this match again. They turned off the lights.
I like that when Kevin came through the curtain, Sammy was there saying, "Go get him."
Go get him. And then he lost.
Yeah, facts. He didn't go get him, but whatever. A good match, like I said. Great match. And then my nephew was saying, the older one, he was like, because after the match was over, he was like, "I want Prime." I'm like, "Buddy, I don't think you drink Prime. You don't do that. No. You're not." So I drink Prime. So I asked my sister, like, "You guys drink Prime?" And I was just like, "Oh yeah, we drink Prime all the time." I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh," because Alex was saying that he wanted Prime. He even said that to my sister and my brother-in-law. They were like, "No, buddy, it's too late. It's almost time for bed. No more sugar." I'm like, "You guys drink Prime?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like,
we had a few funny chants going on during this match. We had Gatorade.
Yeah.
We had Powerade. And then we had someone chant, "We want water."
Hey, Gatorade, Powerade. We want.
No, it was like Gatorade. Everyone was just chanting like all the alternatives to Prime. It was like Prime's big thing is like, "Oh, we have electrolytes," and we're like, Gatorade's like, "We have electrolytes," and Powerade has electrolytes, and then it's just like water.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Talk about this next match real quick. I gotta go take a leak. So, talk about this next match, please.
Bailey, okay.
Well, yeah, talk about Bailey versus Io. I got nothing to say. I didn't really watch. So please. This.
So we got Bailey. Well, actually, technically speaking, we got the Hall of Fame segment in between. But the next match was Bailey versus Io Sky, and Bailey was taken down to the ring, all Egyptian Pharaoh style, which I think was pretty cool. And it's pretty awesome to have the crowd be chanting about Bailey. I'm like, oh yes. I'm gonna use this for the future for hockey stuff. Yes, the crowd loves Bailey. But no, this was a good match. The girls had good chemistry, and it was the right outcome with Bailey winning, and no damage control. So it's also that's a very nice outcome because Bailey does it on her own. Io didn't need any assistance in losing, so That is that's a good outcome, and Bailey is now the champion. They'll probably have a rematch at Backlash, and that's pretty much it for this match. But they gave Paul Heyman for the Hall of Fame segment. They gave Paul Heyman his old ECW theme. It was like ECW, 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 and they yeah, because the next was the attendance. They brought up the Eagles cheerleaders, which I promptly booed because fuck Philly, fuck Philly, fuck the Eagles.
Around this time for the Io Sky Bailey match, that was when I left my sister's house to come home. So I didn't really get to see much of it, so I have no opinions on that. So anything you heard from Tro, that's all on him. Send your hate tweets to @Tro on Twitter. What's your Twitter?
I praised the match. Okay.
Okay. Well, then send your love tweets to Tro on Twitter. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the meat and potato fan. Hey, we want some Bailey. That's a fact, Frank. That's a fact. Frank loves Bailey. Frank loves Bailey, even though he says he doesn't watch current WWE. He loves Bailey.
But hold on, you're forgetting what the most important segment of any WrestleMania.
Go ahead.
The attendance numbers.
Yes.
It was Snoop Dogg.
2,500 people.
Yeah, and then they showed up the pyro like, pow, 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 pow. Oh my god, pyro at a WrestleMania. Oh my god, what?
Yeah.
Oh my god, pyro.
Firework. Yeah. And then we go to our main event, which was Roman Reigns defeating Cody. I'm sorry. Why did I say that?
That's my god. Spoilers.
Spoilers. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I lied. It is Cody Rhodes taking on Roman Reigns in a Bloodline Rules match for the Universal Championship. Undisputed Universal Championship. And Cody Rhodes, with the help of some friends, defeats Roman Reigns to become champion. That's right, folks. Cody Rhodes is your new WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. Roman Reigns is no longer at the top of the mountain. He is no longer the head of the table. The head of the table belongs to Cody Rhodes.
Well, I mean, the head of the table's whole thing is still the Bloodline family, though. So, I guess technically Rock would be the head of the table now.
Fact.
Or maybe Roman would. I don't know. Either way, they're not going to be on TV for much longer. Either of them. So
Roman is probably going to go away and battle his leukemia.
He doesn't. I don't know what the fuck Pat McAfee's talking about.
Who the fuck is Lane Lambert, Frank?
He's an old Islanders head coach from last year. He fucking
fans, hey, we want some better Lane, and Frank says Lane Lambert. Fuck no.
Yeah, fuck Lambert. But no, I don't know what the fuck Pat McAfee was talking about yesterday. He said Roman Reigns battling motherfucker. He's in fucking remission. He's not battling leukemia. If he was battling leukemia, he wouldn't be wrestling.
My dad even mentioned something about that. So.
I don't know what Pat McAfee's a fucking dumbass. Okay, like she's shit on fucking commentary. He's not entertaining anymore.
Get that out. This was still a really cool moment for everybody.
So the match overall was good because you had the story of Cody knowing that if he hits the 3 crossroads in a row, he'd win the match. And every time he gets closer and closer, something happens.
And then Solo came out, hit the freaking Samoan.
First, it was Jimmy.
It was Jimmy, and then it was Solo. Yeah. So the funny thing is, when Jimmy came out to attack Cody, my buddy Nader had actually called me, and he's like, "The fuck? Who am I supposed to vote for, Jimmy, or who am I supposed to vote for, Cody or Roman?" Because he had just turned on the show, and I'm like, "Oh, you're supposed to vote for Cody here." And he's like, "Oh, because he just got his ass whooped." I'm like, "Well, yeah, but you're still supposed to vote for him," and blah blah blah. Never said I love Bailey. Hit sin on that first comment too early. Whatever you say, Frank. Whatever you say. You love Bailey. Don't lie. Don't cap, bro. Don't cap, bro. Anywho, but yeah, he's like, well, he's got his ass whipped. How am I supposed to cheer for him? And blah blah blah. I'm like, well, because then at that point when he had called me, Jay had come out to beat up Jimmy and Solo. I'm like, that's why, because Cody
So,
just because he was like, well, nobody's here to back up Cody, and then all of a sudden Jay comes out. He's like, oh wait, there's some backup for Cody. All right, I got you, and blah blah
yeah,
blah.
Jay spears Jimmy off the stage,
Yeah.
and
Um,
then Cody goes for a second time. He goes for the three crossroads, and Solo's timing was way off because you see Cody looking around like, where is he? Oh, there he is. He's gonna show up like magically, and Samoan Spike, Roman. Solo covers, puts Roman on top of Cody, kick out, and
yeah.
and then they did the spear and Samoan Spike spot and kicked out.
It's still got a 2 count.
Yeah,
Then Cena came out to take out Solo, which was freaking awesome. I marked out for Cena. I was like, let's
yeah.
fucking go, John Cena. And it's funny because as soon as I started marking out, my dog started barking. And I was like, what's he barking at? My dad's like, you're being loud. I'm like, what the fuck?
Poor
Why?
Solo. He
Right?
hasn't won a match. He hasn't won a match since Cena showed up, and he hurt Cena again.
So,
And everything's going great, right? Everything's going great. Cena's out here. He
and then The
he,
Rock came
he,
out to beat
he
to beat up um to beat up Cody, as I try to come up with a name, tries to beat up Cody, and as soon as Rock beats up Cody, a lot of people thought that the glass was going to break, but instead of the glass breaking, the gong hit.
well, you're
Gong.
forgetting something too.
What?
You're forgetting that Cena and Rock had a stare down, and then Rock
They
hit
did.
Cena
Have it
with the
down,
rock bottom.
down. And then the Undertaker's theme hit. Gong, gong, and the Undertaker lights go up. And Undertaker chokeslams The Rock all the way to hell. And then the lights go out, lights come back up. They're nowhere near the ring. It's just Cody and Roman. And Cody hits those 3 crossroads once again. Unos, dos, tres. We have a new undisputed universal champion, Cody Rhodes.
You know, the funny thing is, the apparently the Undertaker doesn't have to be in his gear anymore to be magical. Like he's just in his fucking his dead man. He's just in his regular ass gear. He just shows up like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And the Rock's like, oh, you motherfucker, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, no, God.
So, what did you think about this match? For this match, when did you leave?
It was a perfect clusterfuck.
So, when did you leave though? When did you like? When were you like? Okay, I gotta go get it.
Right after the attendance.
Okay, so you made it home.
I already saw the solo. I already saw Cody and Roman have an entrance yesterday.
So I'm gonna tell you. I told my dad about what you had done, how you paid for the tickets or whatever, and then you left early. And my dad was like, I didn't slam you or knock you or anything like that. I was like, yeah, he was there, and then like for the main event, he left. And my dad's like, man, if I had paid all that money, I would have paid for the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, here's the cool thing though. It's called I don't want to be fucking stuck waiting for a fucking Uber for 5 hours like I was in Dallas.
Right?
It's not exactly easy to
slam you or
get.
insult you or nothing. I didn't.
Yeah, but Cody gets the win. Rock picks Roman up. It's like, oh, don't worry. We'll see you tomorrow.
WrestleMania 12, Tro. That's what Frank says.
WrestleMania 12. Trying to decode that one. Oh, I get it.
What?
I'm pretty sure it's something with Josh Bailey's number being 12, hockey player.
Say, guys. Anyway,
everyone starts coming out.
Between the both nights, what would you give this WrestleMania 40?
A 9 out of 10.
I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. It was a great night. It was great 2 nights of WrestleMania.
But
You
saw
the Hall
everyone came out at the end with Jimmy, LA Knight was there, Owens, Sammy, Brandy, Cody's family, except for Dustin Rhodes.
No, I had the fans.
Oh, that's right.
WrestleMania as well.
That makes sense. That was a fucking hour. That was an hour-long match. Street Fair.
Yeah, WrestleMania 12. Yeah,
that was the Iron Man match between Shawn and Brett.
Yeah.
But no Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back.
He's at AEW.
Do you want to do a post-show review for tomorrow of Raw? To go home?
I don't know. I don't think so because I have work the next day, and I'm going to be so tired tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's true. I might come back and do a post-show review for Raw tomorrow, but I don't know. But until next time, he is Tro. I am CJ.
Good job.
We are out of time, but folks, if you're new to this channel, Tro, tell them what to do.
Much like the Liberty Bell, I require you to smash that bell and put a little crack in it. Don't worry, it's fine. Google can fix it.
Facts. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time. We out.